Hey everybody, Chris here with the Houndsman XP Podcast. We're coming at you from the Houndsman XP base camp here in Bear Branch, Indiana. We've been in the deep freeze for several days now. We're going to come out of it this week, but I'm going to tell you exactly why you should stop busting ice for your hounds. We're going to talk about hydration. I'm going to talk to you about water baiting. I'm going to show you how much dogs don't drink from a bucket during this cold weather. And I'm going to show you how you can get your hounds to drink a quart of water in a short amount of time. So stay tuned. A lot of good information coming in this one right here on the Houndsman XP YouTube channel. All right, so we're going to move it over here to this workspace. I'm going to show you how that I mix this up for water baiting. And later on in the video, I'm going to tell you how I do a lot of hounds. This is just for one individual hound that I'm just preparing for the video to keep it simple. So I'm going to use a standard quart jar, 16 ounces of water in there. This is kibble that's ground up, just straight out of the food bin. Grind it into a powder. What I'm going to do is take this, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this in the jar. I mean, that's like a quarter or a third of a cup maybe. Now would be the time, if you are going to work your hounds today, to add the step one of Dogs Are Hydrated from Dogs Are Treed. And I'll put that link down in the show notes of where you can get this product. But you can hear the science behind using this product in episode 30-something of the Houndsman XP Podcast with Dr. Arlie Reynolds. Dr. Arlie Reynolds is recognized as a world-renowned nutritionist. He's a sled dog champion. He's won world champions, and he's dedicated his whole life to dog nutrition and enhancing performance in dogs, which applies to our hounds as well. So, simple product, it's glycerol. The instructions are on the back. You can order at dogsartreed.com. Like I said, I'll put that in the show notes, and you can add that at this time. So that's all there is to it. We'll move over here to the sink, get a little bit more information. All right, so we're moving over here to the sink, and before we go through the water temperatures, I covered that in the last video about feeding your hounds in extreme cold weather. We're just going to use warm water. I'll go through that real quick, but basically you're just going to run hot tap water, and you want to be able to keep your hand under the tap for 10 seconds. Any hotter than that, the hounds aren't going to drink it. And that temperature seems to release the fats and get that aroma going, and really entices that dog to get in there and drink it. And that's what we're looking for. That's what water baiting is. That's why when you're adding products like Dogs Are Hydrated, when you're first starting them on that, you want to make sure you're water baiting. Sled dog racers water bait all the way through training, all the way. We gotta make sure that we are hydrating our hounds. So, 1 quart of water is 32 ounces. And let's talk about how much water a dog actually needs throughout the day. The rule is a dog needs 1 ounce of water per pound of body weight. So for an average hound of 50 pounds, they need 50 ounces. So with a quart being 32 ounces, one of these per day is going to get them over half of their daily requirement for water. It's pretty simple. They're going to do this in a few seconds. You can go out and bust ice in a bucket. You can do all that stuff. They're never going to get that kind of water consumption. So, warm tap water, 10 seconds, a quart of water, and that beautiful, luxurious, tempting, I just want to chug that myself. And that slurry right there is going to get them to half of what their daily allotment is. So the second time you do this, you can just simply put the kibble in the dish and put a quart of water in with it. They're going to drink all the water and they're going to get fed. Takes a lot less time and a lot smarter than going out there and spending your time busting ice buckets. All right, so I'm out here with Cajun, and we're going to go ahead and go through this. I'm going to show you how water baiting works. And I see you, buddy. All right. Get up there, buddy. Get up there. There we go. All right. So, in the amount of time that it's going to take me to explain this to you, Cajun's going to get a full quart of water in his system. That's going to be half of his daily requirement for water. So when I'm doing a lot of hounds, I fill up a 5-gallon bucket, or put water in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I'll put the kibble, the ground kibble, in the dishes, and then go around and put a quart of water in each dish. Do that in the morning, first thing, start their day off hydrated, and then in the second part of the day, what I'll do is I'll just put the kibble in the dish and put water in with it. I do that when I'm on the road too. So really easy. You can do a lot of hounds this way. You can do it fast, and they're going to consume all the water. So it's really a, get rid of the water buckets. I mean, I've got heated water buckets in here, and I just watch the water evaporate out of them because they don't drink out of that. And so this is a great opportunity, a great way for us to get that hydration in these hounds that they need, and does it pretty easy. So guys, that's the easy tip for today. And I've got the little terrier over here because I didn't want to, he's a circus. So anyway, folks, you almost done there, buddy? Almost in the amount of time that it took me to do this whole part of the video. He's licking the bottom of the bowl right now. Just a little bit left. I'll let him finish that off. And until next time, you follow your hounds and I'll follow mine.